I wasn't supposed to see it, but the folder was just there, pulsing like it was waiting for me. The clock on my desk read 3:00 a.m., the kind of hour where silence feels heavier, where the shadows press closer. My laptop's glow lit the room in a sickly blue, and the only sound was the faint ticking of the clock, steady, accusing. Just minutes before, I was scrolling through memes, bored and half asleep, nothing out of the ordinary. Then everything changed. The folder hadn't been there before. No name, no warning, just sitting on my desktop like it belonged. I should have never opened it. Even now, I know saying that won't stop what's coming. It had been one of those nights where sleep felt optional, the kind where you tell yourself you'll just check a few things online and suddenly hours vanish. At 3 a.m., you're either on Reddit or making bad decisions. Guess which one I chose. I was hunched over my desk, tabs open to pointless videos, half-hearted group chats, and the kind of random searches you don't even remember typing. My desktop was its usual clutter, folders named new final essay and shortcuts I hadn't touched in months. Everything was painfully normal, boring even, until it was, because then the folder appeared. At first, I thought it was just me, tired eyes playing tricks. I even laughed, thinking about those old creepypastas, haunted files, cursed downloads, things we joked about in Discord servers. I'd never believed them. They were just stories until something decided to prove me wrong. The folder had no name, just a blank, gray square sitting there like it had been dropped onto my desktop by invisible hands. I stared at it, waiting for my brain to catch up, but then the icon flickered, like static in a video file. I right-clicked, tried to delete it, but the option didn't even light up. My cursor slid uselessly over it, like the computer itself was refusing to let me. I should have closed the laptop, I know that. And I know you'd probably tell me to shut it right there, slam the lid and walk away, but you don't understand how tempting it was. Something about it felt personal, like it was meant for me, like it knew me. I told myself it had to be malware, maybe some prank, but the longer I stared, the less it felt like code and the more it felt like a trap. It wasn't malware, it wasn't a prank, it was something worse. My hand hovered over the trackpad, breath shallow, against every instinct screaming at me not to. I clicked, the folder opened in a slow, dragging stutter as if my laptop didn't want to reveal what was inside. At first, it looked empty, then one by one, files blinked into existence. The first were text documents, dozens of them. Each one had my name, not usernames, not nicknames, my real full name. I opened one and the words inside made my stomach drop. Transcripts of things I had said aloud in private, arguments I'd had in this very room, even thoughts I'd muttered under my breath. Then came the audio files. I clicked play and my own voice filled the speakers. Recordings of me sleeping, shifting in bed, whispering half-dreams I didn't even remember. The sound quality was perfect, too perfect, like a microphone had been hidden inches away from my pillow. Shaking, I scrolled further and that's when I saw the photos. My room, my desk, my face caught in candid angles as I sat exactly where I was now. They weren't screenshots from the webcam, they were taken from different corners, different heights, places no one should have been standing. This isn't real, someone's messing with me, I muttered, but my voice cracked. And then, at the very bottom, one file appeared I can't even describe. Not here, not safely. I should have stopped there, I should have closed it. But then the final file appeared at the bottom of the folder, a single file materialized, watch MEMP4. No creation date, no size, nothing, just the name like a command. My finger hovered over the trackpad, trembling. Every nerve in me screamed not to touch it, but hesitation only made the urge worse. Finally, I clicked. The video opened in a grainy black and white feed. At first I thought it was some old clip, maybe corrupted footage. But then I realized what I was looking at. It was me, sitting at my desk, wearing the same clothes, breathing in sync. The figure on screen me but not lifted its head, slowly, unnaturally, and then it looked straight into the camera, straight at me. I froze, heart hammering so hard I could hear the blood in my ears. The air felt thick, like the room itself was holding its breath. On screen, the figure's head twisted just slightly until its gaze shifted off camera toward my side of the room. I couldn't move, couldn't even blink. The video stuttered, pixelated, then froze mid-frame. The figure, my figure, was smiling, wide, too wide. And that's when the voice came through my speakers, "You shouldn't have opened it." The voice was warped, layered, like a dozen mouths speaking through broken speakers. I scrambled for the power button, but the laptop wouldn't shut off. Every key froze, the mouse refused to move. The screen pulsed with the frozen image of that smiling version of me. Then came the rules, not written but spoken, etched into my head. You'll keep the folder now, don't delete it, don't ignore it, share this story or it spreads on its own. I don't know if they were commands or prophecies, but they felt binding, final. And now I'm telling you, because maybe that's the point. Maybe by listening the folder isn't just mine anymore. Maybe it's already yours. I don't know how much longer I have. My laptop hasn't shut off in hours, the screen's still frozen on that smile. I've tried everything, pulling the plug, holding the power button until my fingers went numb, but it won't die, and neither will the folder. I wasn't supposed to see it. I wasn't supposed to open it. But I did, and now it feels like every second is borrowed time. I'm exhausted, my chest tight from panic, but I can't stop staring at the screen, waiting for it to move again. If anyone knows how to stop this, leave it in the comments. I'll be checking if I'm still here. Hold on. Something just came from the speakers, a low crackle, a laugh. The cursor's moving on its own. Oh God. Silence.